Welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing great. My name is Zafar and I'm here with one of the recently launched series of our channel named CXO Speaks. CXO is a common term referred to the people or the corporates working in the top management hierarchy of top management in any organization. We call them CXO, the C, because their position start with C and ends with O. So kind of CEO, CMO, which is called as Chief Marketing Officer, CHRO, Chief Human Resource Officer, and so on. This initiative is to help students and fresh graduates. If you are a student in the last year, or if you are a student just going into the last year, or you have just been graduated for and have an industry experience of less than 3 years, this video will definitely help you to make proper decisions in your life, in your career, in this crisis. All the questions and answers are more relevant or according to the current crisis that is going on, the lockdown, and how a student or a freshly graduate should cope up with that. So stay tuned till the last of this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you'll get all the updates. So today our guest is Mr. Vishwanath Raju. He is a global head of talent acquisition at Axis Cadis, which is also equivalent to the Chief Human Resource Officer. So Axis Cadis is one of the leading company in product engineering in India. They have really a great client base. They especially work with many technology field in manufacturing, as well as IoT, AI, ML, robotics, automation, and everything. So he works there as a global head of talent acquisition. Also, his work experience, he has served really good companies in his past. He was with Wells Fargo, one of the good financial institute based in USA. Again, another really good bank, which is Bank of America, then Dutch Bank. Everybody knows about Dutch Bank. Honeywell, another really reputed company in the market. He worked there in the HR sector as well. Also, ABC Consultants is also one of the greatest uh, consulting firm in India. So all of these companies, he has worked with a human resource department. So he has a really good edge in this particular domain, and his advice is definitely going to help you. And he really loves to interact with the students, and he loves to uh, tell students and advise students about their career uh, path. So do listen to him till the watch this video till the end of it. If you have any opinion or questions about it, just mention it in the comment box below. We'll definitely reply. Let's start here. So you have worked with many good companies, as I think that with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Dutch Bank, and Honeywell as well. You have been in very different positions as well. So as an HR, being an HR, I mean, being into the human resource strategy all these years, what do you think that right now in this crisis, what is the most important in that for you?
Okay, so basically, we are in a tougher, we are tough times, and I'm always optimistic about things which are happening, right? So when I worked in the larger brands, it was a very, very interesting journey because we get to learn a lot. But the current situation is that every company is actually impacted, right? Directly or indirectly, kind of a thing. Barring those healthcare, pharma kind of a companies, every company is impacted, right? So I always want to kind of communicate that these tough times are just there for some time, and when you do things little differently, for example, I am coming across some of those students who are actually enrolling them in webinars and some kind of tech talk kind of a thing. They're actually increasing their employability options by actually going through these webinars, or maybe actually working closely with each other, and then doing some bit of smaller internship kind of thing, right? So I have been doing some bit of mentoring in my sessions with the university colleges that we are closely working with. But otherwise, there is a good trend of people learning, and they wanted to come out of this kind of situation.
Okay. So the next question that I wanted to ask, as being in the senior position, senior management position, uh, how do you think that the human resource practices are from the complete? That I would like to.
Okay. So human resources function generally works closely with the business teams, which means the C-level people. So it's very, very important, and they look up to the CX level people look up to you to kind of do a lot more kind of employee engagement and all that. So in the current scheme of things, the morale of the employee is not very high. They are engaged, but they are very in a panic situation. They do not really know what they want to do, kind of. So this is the role when you have to really impact the organization, where you have to be constantly in touch with the employees and make sure that they are delivering what is required. The employee morale is taken care. The team meetings has to happen in such a way that it's just not about the work but also fun kind of a thing. And last but not the least is, you need to understand each one of the employees the way they are and not color coding them as one unique kind of individual, right? So that is where I look at my HR team to kind of be in touch with the employees, understand these smaller trends that is going through, some kind of discussions which are going through, and make sure that they see a good positive picture and not the negative picture, right? So it is easy said and done, right? But at the same time, if you are closer to the business, closer to the people, then you will be able to scrape through this kind of thing. So three things: engage them very well, keep in touch with them, have a good moral system boost kind of thing, and lastly, see how these smaller trends or things are coming up and make sure that they are shared with these people so that they learn these things.
That's really nice. Point making out this. Every employee is not the same, and you can't simply just like have a template or then just put everyone in that template. So that's not going to a good output. So next, I would like to know there are many subscribers from our channel are basically are the students. It's 3 years for this channel. So mostly the students are there, or either they are just freshly graduate. So what would you suggest to these students who are stuck in this crisis and maybe losing their jobs and maybe their offers are being worked already, or maybe few people have just entered into the market. So what would you tell them to come out of this crisis and have some.
So I think first thing you need to accept it. Yes, this is a situation which is not right. So what is happening is I may be wrong, but I am sure that around 80 to 90% of the people are in the panic situation today. The moment when you come out of this panic situation, okay, yes, this has happened to all of us, so let's accept it. Then you will see that there are multiple avenues which will open up. One, I can see clearly that I am actually getting a lot of LinkedIn pings that people are trying to do some bit of gig work kind of a thing, right? They say that, okay, we have these skills. We would want to help your company to acquire that particular thing, and we are okay to be paid half whatever it is kind of thing. That is what I'm getting a lot of. In fact, my colleagues in the industry talk about it. Second is there are certain people who have decided that this is what they would want to enter into. Let's take an example of NASCOM. What last year they said the future skills like artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, quantum computing, and all that stuff. So all that is happening as we speak. So you should channelize your what you wanted to learn, how you wanted to learn, who are your mentors and all that, and channelize in such a way that every day at least 2 to 3 hours you are actually focusing on that aspect, right? Third is I'm also seeing that every issue will actually also create an opportunity for you, or the situation that we are in also is creating a lot of opportunities. I am seeing that some people who's economically not so issue problematic situation, they are helping the police and other societies to actually do some bit of work for them. There are some people who are in the economic background there where they need funding. They are actually creating a smaller systems or processes or procedures to help situation from COVID. Like for example, I'm hearing that somebody created a small app where they can actually figure out that who is actually which are those things that are available in my nearby, right? Where I can just go and hop on and take it kind of thing. And they have also subscribers that they have created. So look at this as an option. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, there are enough and more opportunities. And like I will always want to say that, right? So if you fail as an entrepreneur also, you have learned a lot, actually speaking. So one is
Right.
pick up some gig worker kind of a freelance kind of work if you can. Second, look at how you can actually help the community to do some bit of CSR work, because you build network through that. So you go to help somebody, and that somebody helps you, and then they will also see that, hey, I have seen a bright kid, and maybe I should actually help this person to to help him get a job. Third is smaller solutions that you can build, which can become a mobile app. Even today, mobile apps can be built over a period of 2 3 days, right? So if these are kind of things which are happening. When you come back to the situation where we are good, these learnings will be much more than the learning that you would have, if you would have wasted the time, right? So first, think that yes, this is a situation we can't do much about it. Let's see what we can do now. If you are in panic situation, you will end up in the panic situation even after COVID is done, and you will see that your friends who have accepted it have actually got to a level where they have reached and you have not, right? So look at gig worker kind of a thing, freelancing kind of a thing, help some communities. And last but not the least is smaller innovations that you can do, which can help you add value. And this is a time when you have to network a lot, right? I have seen that a lot of people, a lot of IIT, Kharagpur, in fact, that's one of the famous this thing example that I can quote. There are some 15, 16 students who are constantly pinging me that I would want to understand, how HR functions, right? So I asked them, what is that, you have done MTech in, instrumentation and all that, and MTech in computer science. They are thinking that if I have to create a company, how can I work with HR? And better to get that information from somebody who has actually been 15, 16 years of experience, right? So maybe they are in a situation of creating a company. They are learning that trick and trade of how to be HR also through these seminars and all this stuff. So that's my take on that.
That's really good, and you have given a very good example here to the students. Anything extra you would you like to add in this conference?
So I'm sure a lot of HR folks I can quote about are ready to help you guys. You have to reach them, and the best way to reach them is you exactly know whom you are talking to, what that person can do for you, and what exactly you want, and how do you want to take this learning. If you are very crisp and clear about what you wanted to learn, and I'm sure this is the time when a lot of people are helping. I myself know that at least 30 to 40 global TA heads are involved in, with universities or students and all that, and they're doing great programs, right? So you need to figure out who is that who would want to you get to mentor on, and then look at that person and understand, talk to them, maybe have a chat with that person, clearly articulate what you want, how you wanted to get that delivered, and I'm there to help you. Second is there are a lot of good freelance websites. I cannot mention names of them because it becomes a little different or difficult. These freelance websites actually give you good analytics about which are those jobs trending, right? So, for example, it may not be wrong to kind of pick up something which is earning a good potential for you for some time, so that at least you are independent. My suggestion to all of you guys who are just completing your graduation is try to see how you can become independent. The 10-15K that you have to have for yourself, can you actually create that money for yourself without going back to your parents? That is a big gift to your parents today, right? You need to also understand that as you are impacted, your parents paycheck is also impacted, right? So the moment when you think in those lines, you will have multiple number of avenues. And by the time when we get out of this COVID, you will not believe that you have done so many things in that particular 6-8 months, kind of, right?
Right.
Take this as an opportunity, learn from seniors and people who have knowledge, and be safe and take care of yourself.
Thank you so
And
much for
last
this.
but not the least is you have to either modify your dreams or magnify your skills. You have no choice, right? You
Absolutely.
can have big dream without having any skill about it. It doesn't make any sense. Thank you.
Right. Right. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to this platform and giving your valuable time to us. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. See ya. I hope you liked the video Stay tuned for more such videos. We are going to get more CXOs on board for this particular series, and you are going to get very valuable content out of it. The most of the questions and the answers are related to the crisis that is going on, the lockdown, and how it is going to affect your job, how it is going to affect your career. So stay tuned for this. Click the subscribe button. Do hit the bell icons to get all the notifications. Thank you so much.